We all know that the last dinosaurs on Earth faced extinction 65 million years ago, but their genes are still present in DNA of modern reptiles, birds, and amphibians. Giants who once ruled the world became smaller though, with some having the same odd and impressive appearances as their prehistoric ancestors. Some modern animals are even the same age as these dragons of the past. Join us as we take a look at 5 real dinosaurs found alive on Earth. Number 5. Tuatara. This creature is the last living member of the ancient Sphenodontia family, which is an order of lizard-like reptiles which were widespread 60 to 240 million years ago. This is why the Tuatara are often called living fossils. Even though it looks like a normal modern-day iguana of sorts, it belongs to the order Rhynchocephalia. Being the only present species in this lineage, the Tuatara has helped scientists study the evolution of modern reptiles. Many studies done on the Tuatara have allowed us to reconstruct habits and the appearance of extinct diapsids, which is a big group that included birds, dinosaurs, and crocodiles. Tuatara are gray and greenish brown and usually weigh up to 3 pounds. This species lives only in New Zealand. In the Maori language, the word Tuatara means peaks on the back. The distinctive feature of the Tuatara is its spiny crest, which is particularly pronounced in males. Another interesting feature of Tuatara is their teeth. They have 2 rows of teeth on the upper jaw and 1 row on the lower jaw, which is unusual. The upper teeth overlap lower ones, making Tuatara different from all existing species. The final touch to this extraordinary look is a third eye. A special photoreceptive spot which is connected to the epithalamus, which connects the limbic system in the brain and regulates their hormone production and circadian rhythm. However, this species has changed since the Mesozoic era. Like many lizards, the Tuatara can break off its tail to confuse predators and then regenerate this lost tail end. Tuataras spend most of their lives hiding under stones and logs and are most active during the daytime. They feed on lizards, frogs, and birds' eggs. Young seabirds, however, are a Tuatara's favorite food. A Tuatara always protects its territory and will try to attack and bite anyone who approaches their property. Both males and females may even attack each other to protect their home. Given that this species is cannibalistic, such meetings may be fatal for one of them. This species can live under much lower temperatures than any other lizard can. Tuatara become more active at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, while temperatures over 82 degrees are fatal. In winter, Tuatara hibernate. They remain in an inactive state, slowing down their heartbeat and breathing, as well as all metabolic processes to save and conserve energy. And these creatures can live a long time. In fact, it takes up to 20 years for the Tuatara to become adult and be able to mate. During courtship, a male extends his crests, darkens his skin, and walks in front of a female, stiffening his legs. The female may either accept the partner or hide in her burrow. Mating occurs only once every 4 years because the egg production process is very slow. Females need 3 years to produce yolk for eggs, and several months to make shells. However, the Tuatara is also known for their long-lasting reproductive ability, and can still mate being 60 years old. Tuatara do live to about 60 years on average, but scientists believe that they're able to live up to 200 years in captivity. Number 4. Chinese giant salamander. This is another living fossil, which sadly is actually on the edge of extinction. It's the biggest amphibian in the world, which can grow up to 6 feet long. Along with the Japanese giant salamander and North American hellbender, the Chinese giant salamander is one of the last members of the Cryptobranchidae family, which appeared back 170 million years ago. Unfortunately, the population of Chinese giant salamanders has declined by more than 80% since the 1950s due to overcollection, pollution, and its popularity in traditional Chinese medicine, which has also accounted for the loss of many other species of animals, and just recently, the last male northern white rhino. The Chinese giant salamander has a broad head with a big mouth and small eyes. Its skin is usually dark and wrinkly, though scientists have seen orange and white albinos. Its skin is covered in a sticky white secretion that makes it less attractive for predators. The interesting feature of this species is its ability to vocalize. The Chinese giant salamander makes whining and barking sounds, and the whining sounds like a human baby. This is a reason why the Chinese call it baby fish. This huge amphibian lives in rocky streams and lakes, choosing only places with clean fresh water. It spends all its life underwater, hiding in mud and under rocks, and feeding on insects, worms, fish, shrimp, crabs, and other amphibians. Scientists have studied the content of the stomachs of many Chinese giant salamanders and found that they often eat their own species, which is probably due to their poor eyesight. They also often eat algae by mistake. Chinese giant salamanders reach their maturity at the age of 6 years old, when they're about 20 inches long. Both male and females protect their territory. However, sometimes they meet to mate. Usually, the mating season starts when the temperature's around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around the July to September months. The female can lay up to 500 eggs, and once they're laid, the male guards the eggs for 2 months. These amphibians can live up to 60 years in captivity. This ancient species is extremely endangered due to the lack of clean freshwater in China. There are only about 50,000 individuals left in the world, and most of them are bred on farms. This creature is considered delicious in the traditional Chinese kitchen, so farming doesn't make any considerable contribution to the saving of this species. Number 3. Shoebill. The shoebill is a big African stork-like bird with a wingspan that can reach up to 8 feet. Some specimens are up to 60 inches tall and can weigh up to 15.4 pounds. This bird has 2 fossil relatives, Goliathia that lived in Egypt during the early Oligocene period and Paludavis from the early Miocene period. The Goliathia was almost identical to the shoebill, having the same bulbous bill as well as a specific leg bone called the tarsometatarsus. Dinosaurs' leg bones were built the same way as this creature's leg bones. The shoebill's beak is obviously its most distinctive feature. They can grow up to 9.4 inches long. Their beaks are heavy and sharp, which allows the shoebill to easily decapitate its prey. Usually, these birds don't fly long distances. When frightened, they can fly about 1,500 feet, but the regular distance of their flight rarely exceeds 60 feet at a time. This bird is very slow, and many researchers have called the shoebill statue-like because it can remain still for a very long time. Shoebills don't like humans. If somebody disturbs them, they may even abandon their nests to make sure there aren't any more confrontations. They live near freshwater swamps, feeding on fish, frogs, water snakes, turtles, snails, and baby crocodiles. Being a big bird, the shoebill isn't afraid of big prey. When hungry, it can attack 3 feet long lungfish and 24-inch long snakes. Unlike many storks and pelicans, shoebills don't live in colonies. Usually, there are just a couple nests per 1/4 square mile. Breeding pairs of shoebills defend their territory from other birds. They start nesting at the end of the wet season when the rains end. Both parents participate in building the nest, clearing out a 10-foot area and building the nest on a floating platform, which is often partially submerged in water. These platforms are up to 10 feet deep, while nests are from 3.3 to 5.6 feet wide. The shoebill's nests can support an adult man's weight. Usually, a pair of shoebills raises only 1 chick. Both parents take care of the chick, feeding it and guarding it until it can fly. However, when chicks leave their nests, they have a big chance of being eaten by predators because they become mature at only 3 years old. Number 2. Sumatran rhinoceros. The Sumatran rhinoceros is a critically endangered animal from Asia and is the only living species of the genus Dicerorhinus. It divided from the lineages of Equidae more than 50 million years ago and appeared in Eurasia during the late Eocene period. The Sumatran rhinoceros is the oldest of the existing rhinos, having many common traits with the extinct species of the Miocene age. The Sumatran rhinoceros is the smallest of the 5 rhinoceros species. It's 4 to 5 feet tall and weighs up to 1,800 pounds. However, the largest individuals in captivity have weighed up to 4,400 pounds. It has 2 horns, which usually don't exceed 10 inches long, and its body is covered in a reddish-brown hair. Just like other rhinos, it has very poor vision. On the other hand, it's very fast and it can easily climb tough terrain. The Sumatran rhinoceros lives in cloud or water forests, swamps, and rainforests. Previously, it could be found in Burma, Cambodia, Sumatra, Laos, and Malaysia. However, now this species is on the edge of extinction due to legal and illegal logging of the rainforests. Such rare woods such as Marintim, Merbau, and Semaram can cost up to $1,375 per cubic yard. So logging probably won't stop until all the rainforests disappear from the world's map. A Sumatran rhino's diet consists of shoots, leaves, young saplings, and twigs. Each rhino consumes around 110 pounds of food every day. This species is known for its vocalizing abilities. It often whistles, makes short yelps, and sounds similar to the vocalizations of whales. When this rhino whistles in the zoo, the sound is so loud that iron bars start to vibrate. Number 1. Crocodiles. Crocodilia is an order of reptiles that includes crocodiles, alligators, gharials, and caimans. The history of crocodiles goes back to 250 million years ago. They lived long before dinosaurs, and they survived the catastrophe caused by the fallen asteroid which wiped out the dinosaurs. With that said, they aren't going extinct anytime soon. Their ancestors, the archosaurs, were the first giant reptiles on the Earth, which evolved during the early Permian period. Archosaurus then divided into crocodiles and other species, including dinosaurs and birds. Thus, crocodiles have the same roots as dinosaurs, although being much older. Fossils that belong to Protosuchus, which literally means the first crocodile, are dated 240 million years. There are many species of crocodiles, alligators, and caimans that live in Africa, India, America, Australia, and Southern Asia. They differ from other reptiles, having a 4-chambered heart and a cerebral cortex, the gray matter that's mostly presented in brains of mammals and plays a key role in attention, cognition, memory, and awareness. These ancient reptiles even have something in common with humans, and they are definitely more complex creatures than the dinosaurs were. Crocodiles have perfect vision. They see all colors and can easily hunt at night. Their sense of smell allows them to detect their prey from far away on land or in the water. All crocodiles are predators, and their diet varies for each particular species. Generally, they hunt fish, mammals, reptiles, birds, mollusks, and almost everything that moves. The saltwater crocodile and the Nile crocodile can easily kill prey that is much bigger than them, such as buffaloes, deer, wildebeest, sharks, and even big cats. Nothing is safe from a crocodile, including elephants and hippos. These cold-blooded creatures have a very slow metabolism, which allows them to survive without food for a long time. However, when they find prey, they can easily digest everything, including bones, hooves, and horns. Their stomach has more digestive acids than any other animal. Some crocodiles also swallow stones that help them in crushing the food they eat and balancing their bodies. Being the fastest and most dangerous killers in the animal world, crocodiles also have amazing cognitive abilities. They can analyze the behavior of their prey, waiting for it to move in a particular place at the right time. They also noticed that birds collect sticks to build their nests, so crocodiles often place sticks on their own snouts and wait until some bird tries to get it. When crocodiles see large prey, they often cooperate for group hunting. Usually, one crocodile holds the prey while others rip it apart. Alright, top fivers, if you haven't already, make sure to visit our other channel, The Brilliant, for even more interesting list videos that'll blow your mind. Oh, but I'm warning you, the videos over on The Brilliant are extremely addicting to watch as well. There'll be a link in the description to the channel, so make sure to come and visit us. Or you can go to our latest video popping up on screen right now. Oh, and have you visited thefinestpost.com to enjoy the most amazing articles you will ever get to read?